In this presentation, I will inform you on how to install a stereo system into a vehicle. There are a few main points that I will cover, and they are making sure you have all the right tools and all the right parts, the installation of the actual system, setting the equalizer settings on the stereo, and then enjoying your system afterwards. First off, I'd like you to make sure that you have all the right tools and all the right parts for this job. Make sure you have tools such as wire strippers, wire cutters, a screwdriver, and a drill. The parts you will need to have are the stereo deck, fuses, wire caps, the actual wire, a wire adapter, and optional subwoofers if you want to install those in your vehicle as well. You can buy a kit with all of the parts needed for the subwoofer at many aftermarket auto parts shops. Secondly, you'll have to make sure you install all of these things in the right fashion. You first have to remove the original deck from the vehicle. Depending on the make and model of your vehicle, you might need a screwdriver to pry apart the parts of the dash so you can actually get at the stereo deck to remove it. Next, you need to slide the deck out and remove all the wires that are plugged into the back of the deck. Now you need to take these wires and put them into an adapter and then plug the adapter back into the back of the stereo deck. With many of the older style vehicles, there are some extra wires that are plugged into the original deck that you don't need. If this happens to you, just make sure you strip all those wires down a little bit and then put a wire cap on them and then just leave them in the vehicle and just push them off to the side. If you're installing the subwoofers with the new deck, make sure that all the wires are plugged into your amp first. Use the drill to take out the covering of the threshold of your door. Run the wires through the threshold of that door so you get into your engine cavity. Install the right wires into the back of the CD deck and the two that need to be connected to your battery. Make sure those are connected to your battery. Next, all you have to do is put the CD deck where the old one was and then put your dash all the way back together. Next, well, this is a very general description since I have a time constraint on here. Thirdly, you need to set the equalizer to your taste, to fit your taste of music. If you're a hip-hop lover like I am, you might want to crank your bass all the way up, but if you're more of a classical type of music, maybe you want the treble higher up. The instruction manual that comes with your deck will have a more detailed description on how to change these settings. Lastly, put in your favorite CD or plug your iPod into the auxiliary port if you bought a CD deck that has this option. Crank up the volume and enjoy your new stereo system. I have told you what supplies you'll need, how to install the system into your vehicle, how to set the equalizer, and then to enjoy your stereo. All that is left is to make sure you put all of your tools back and throw away any excess wiring covering that you need, and more importantly than anything else, enjoy your new system.